MPUUGA came out to address some pertinent issues, showering blame on NUP that it failed to conduct electoral rolls on the floor of Parliament, saying that in this case where the late MP Nachimuli, who died, who also was as the woman MP for Kalangala district, in this case that the NUP would just appoint a member of Parliament so that we couldn't go in a by-election. The acts of MPUUGA always putting blame is a quality of bad leadership. Leadership brings solutions. Sometimes, if possible, if you think that the other part has failed to deliver them yourself. MPUUGA came out and said this statement. Listen very carefully because they are going to form a basis for a discussion. Here's the tape.
Yes, the NUP was a serious politician. And I report the credit of the office of the man that instead of going with the money, let's just reform. Let's propose the proportional representation. There will be no election in the island. The NUP is simply just nominated a replacement. But because it was not one of those laws, it was not. Anyway, that is well known, then the point of line. Therefore, here are the concepts of international governance. So that gives you a prediction of level of benefit of 5 states. When I said it makes no noise, but I was looking at the rules. And they say that the Canadian can understand what we are listening to. So their position has become more serious. Must understand that they cannot do the same thing all the time, Chinese government doing the same thing. In another day, I have never been told a term that repeats the pattern like that over and over.
So that is MPUUGA, who is coming out to say that it is the NUP that failed the electoral reforms. One, it is bad manners to apportion blame when you yourself are a leader. Even before you conclude Parliament, MPUUGA had a leeway to bring the electoral reforms on the floor of Parliament and see if the NUP would come out and shoot them. Do we need the electoral reforms? Yes. Are they viable right now? No, because we are using a wrong remedy to fight a dictatorship. NRM is the majority in Parliament. If you bring electoral reforms right now before threatening power, they won't pass through. It is the truth. There is no day that MPUUGA has ever brought the electoral reforms on the floor of Parliament, even when he was serving. He's not the first person to speak about them. Remember, even Nobatma spoke about them when he was joining the regime. Promises that he's going to change things within, he failed. MPUUGA should stop apportioning blame. We still have almost a month. Let him table the electoral reforms there when the sovereignty bill is being tabled. So she doesn't have goodwill, but he's apportioning blame. Secondly, even BOBI Wine is not around, he's outside the country. All opposition leaders who come out to say that BOBI Wine failed the opposition, it is time for you to come out and take the lead. Nobody is stopping you. This issue of apportioning blame, I want an opposition leader who comes out to say, I'm going to do this thing, and he does it. People will follow you if you are doing the right thing. The issue of apportioning blame that NUP failed to do electoral reforms, those are hoodwinking that MPUUGA is running away from responsibility. If indeed you have the electoral reforms, come and put them on the floor of Parliament. Trust me, we need them. But even MPUUGA understands the battle is just being clever and playing politics with them. NRM is the majority. There is nothing that can pass in Parliament before NRM sanctioning it. But also it doesn't mean that the opposition should fail to table anything. At least they must put up a fight. Tell me that MPUUGA brought the electoral reforms on the floor, not just speaking them in the corridor and meetings of Parliament. Right now, by the way, I believe that we must threaten power. I believe that we must do civil disobedience. I believe that we must do protest because they're allowed in the constitution, so that we can threaten power before we change the constitution and bring those reforms. It is the truth. But a person like, as diplomat, as MPUUGA, who sits and speaks about electoral reforms, okay, and comes out to say that their failure attributed to BOBI Wine, that's not the way to go. Remember, MPUUGA is the same person who came out to say that is the reasons why NUP got 59 members of Parliament. He headed a political party, it failed to bring even a lame person into parliament. That shows the self-importance he has always had. Because these people thought that since they have a lot of experience in politics, which over 30 years, they didn't feel like they are supposed to be led by a person who had little experience. It is the truth. Not knowing that revolutions are led solely by a person who's brave, who stayed in parliament for 2.5 years. In fact, I bet that even if he would run again as a member of parliament, he would win. But he decided to stand firm. And these are the same people portioning blame to him. He's not even in the country. Lead and bring the reforms before you go out of parliament. That is scapegoating. Of course, as my opinion, my name is truly Mr. Makinde Kabir Suleiman Magal. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.